Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We are super excited. Some of the coaches on here that are going to be talking, it's their very first time talking on a sneak peek, or it's their very first time talking with me on a sneak peek. So I'm excited to hear all of their stories because it's always fun to hear from different perspectives. And you always learn a lot about people when they are sharing about their personal journey. So before we get started, I wanted to try something fun. If you are into Rachel Hollis, you will know that she loves getting your body moving and relaxing your brain and just relaxing. I guess I just said relaxing, chilling the fuck out. So what I want you to do, I'm going to count down from 5. And as soon as I say 1 or 0, I want you to stand up. Hopefully you all have clothes on and that are appropriate for the whole camera. And I want you to dance like no one is watching. If you want to watch me, you can, because I'm an awful dancer and I don't care. So, are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch the country, here we go back. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Okay, we could dance forever, but we don't have that much time. So let's get started. I'm going to take a breather because now I'm gassed, and I'm going to share my screen. Please nod your heads if you can see this. Okay.
Sure can.
I see nodding. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to get started. Not on Kathleen. Hold your horses. Back it up. Okay, we're going to start with me. My name is Emily, if you did not know. I have been coaching for 3 years, just over 3 years now. And to be honest, I'm still gassed. I'm sorry. This is like the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I can't tell you where I would be today without coaching, because I think it's changed my life that drastically. And so I'm 25 years old. I am a dog mom to Roxy. If you follow me on social media, you will see her. She's up there in that picture. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And I am a very grandma-esque personality. I don't know if I called myself a grandma or someone called me a grandma, but I just find my personality is very grandma. So that's what I run with. I am an autism support worker. I'm also finishing up my master's degree online, which has been wild over the last 2 years. So I'll become a behavior analyst and eventually take a board cert to become a BCBA, which is really, really exciting for me. But because the autism world doesn't really give you a good 9 to 5, I'm also coaching on the side to make sure that I am, hitting the marks on my goal list for life. My family has a major motorsports addiction, which means that pretty much every weekend from May until September, you will find us in one of the maritime provinces at a racetrack, driving in circles, driving in dirt, driving on a drag strip, wherever you can think of, I would be there. But it's really fun because we get to hang out as a family, and we've met a lot of great people in, the motorsports world. I met Caitlin at the racetrack. And so I'm also a debt-free weirdo. And I added this in because just last month I became consumer debt-free. And not that coaching, all that income that I got from coaching was the only reason that I became debt-free, but I think having coaching, changed my perspective on life, has really opened up the idea that, debt freedom is possible. And of course, the income that I bring in with coaching helped as well. Oh, good. I can change this. Okay. So this is my income progression. I just wanted to show you guys what can happen based on what you want out of the business. And so for the first 3 years of my business, I was a hobby coach. I was a full-time undergrad student when I started. I was a new homeowner working like 16-hour days in my second year of coaching. And this last year of coaching, I was a full-time master's student. I was working a full-time career, again, with like 16 hours a day. And coaching was just something to keep myself accountable. And the income was just a great plus. And so as you can see, I didn't really have a lot of growth in my income in the first 3 years. But this year I've decided to really take it to the next level. I'm committed because, I'm planning for my future. Like, I want an income when I start, you know, making babies and going off on mat leave, I wanted to make sure that I had something that I could keep my financial sitch in check. And so just in the first half almost of 2020, I've basically matched my income from the years past. And so I'm really hoping that I can continue to grow so that it can support me fully in whatever I want to happen in life. And finally, I just really wanted to talk to you guys about what's changed for me. I have gone from the people pleaser of people pleasers, checking the boxes of life. I don't know who gave me the checklist of life, but I had this concrete plan in place that I felt that society would love me for if I just checked all of those boxes in perfect order. And I was doing everything to get that box checked. And it wasn't always for me. And when I started coaching, you know, I just feel like more of the decisions are for me. They're for what I want. They're for what my future, like family, I can see us wanting. And it's for my growth. And I've really changed personally. Like I open my mouth when I have something to say and I speak up for myself or for others, you know, the kids that I work with. And I work hard for what I want because that's where I really find joy. And so for future me, I really just want to keep inspiring other people. You know, 20 somethings are hard. Like the generation that we're in, like the world is changing around us. And I just feel like our generation, our, you know, group of 20 something women, we just need ourselves to be with others just like this more than ever. And I would love to have a team full of 20 something women who are just excited to, you know, break out of societal norms and just live the fucking life and, you know, win at whatever you're trying to win. And so that's been a huge change for me. But also I used to be lazy AF. I was all into sports, did not like the gym in high school, but when I retired, my not eating well and laziness caught up to me. And now I've lost, you know, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, depending on the month. And I've fallen in love with working out, which is a lot different than where I was before. I was working out to check the box. And now I've actually found joy in doing that. And I found a really good flow with eating food that I actually love and continuing to feel healthy inside. And that's huge for me. So, you know, long term, I just want to keep myself as healthy as possible. Like I recovered from a concussion last year, and I don't know if I'd still be where I'm at with my physical fitness if I wasn't already doing well before my concussion. Like if I had been overweight, unfit, and eating whatever I wanted before my concussion, I don't even want to know where I'd be right now, because that concussion rocked me right off my feet, and I'm just getting back to where I want to be. And so I really think that having a good, healthy base on you can pretty much help you recover from anything. And I want to make babies, and I want to be a cool ass mom, and I want to be healthy for my entire life. And so those are really the two things that have changed the most for me. But now if Kathleen wants to unmute, she can chat more about her.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can? Okay. So I'm Kathleen. I can't see myself, so I don't know if you can see me or anything. I graduated from Dal 3 years ago. I did rec therapy. I'm a dog mom of 2. I have 2 boxers. One is almost 3. He is white and he's got 2 different colored eyes, so he's pretty unique. And then Teldy is just over a year. I started as a coach purely for the discount. And I was honestly just, Emily had asked me so many times, and I was honestly just going to do it to be like, okay, yeah, I'll do it for a month and then I will back out. Because that was kind of my habits, just kind of with life and everything. I would get excited, commit to something, and then drop off. But this community has really changed my life, changed my perspective, changed my mindset, my mental health. I'm looking back on old me and new me, I'm so proud of how far I've come, and I'm excited to see where this journey is going to take me. Do you want to click the next slide, Em? So this is 4 months. I started, just kind of being like, oh, this is nice, having that extra money to buy groceries, put gas in my car. being like, oh, it's okay, I can pay for the dog food. But really seeing how over time and putting in the work um, for myself and then sharing that with other people, it compounds over time and it's amazing. I definitely, I started for the discount to save money for myself, but I didn't realize how much I could help other people start their journey. And yeah, next slide there. So I, in the past, definitely had no self-confidence. I was and I still struggle with it. The type of person that would compare myself to others and want to fit in and do everything like everyone else was doing. And I also really struggle with anxiety, but starting this journey and really kind of deep diving into myself and investing in personal development really helped me kind of discover myself, and that, this isn't just me working out and drinking this red juice. Like, there's so much more behind it, that just fills my cup. So my other past was I was active. I played sports as a kid. I did tear my ACL, so that kind of put a damper on things. But I was always able to, eat whatever I wanted, not really gain weight. But then probably high school, university hit, and I noticed that my body was starting to change. If I wasn't, remaining active, I tried running, I tried a bunch of different things, and I would, flip flop. I would commit, be all in for a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3, and then fall back and forth, back and forth. But when I saw the idea of doing home workouts, and I was able to kind of do it at my own pace, do it at my own time, there was so much variety. And then having the added accountability in the community, honestly, guys, like, the community has been incredible. It's been what has been keeping me going on days when it's hard, on days when I don't want to work out, on days when, like, life is just hard. I can lean on my friends that I've made in this community. It feels like I've known them forever. So that's a little bit about me. I'm excited that you guys are here. Yeah.
Hi. Okay, so I have notes because I don't want to like miss anything that I'm going to talk about. But my name's Rebecca. So can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. So I'm just graduated recently, and I am a French language teacher. I'm also a wedding photographer. I just kind of started that like recently. I also just got accepted to do my master's in education at U Ottawa, which I'm really excited about. I would classify myself as an anxiety warrior, and I'm going to talk a bit about that later. And I'm also a 2021 bride. So I joined Beachbody about a month ago. And I like reached out to Cassidy and was like, yeah, like, I think I want to do this, but I'm not sure. Obviously having all these like limiting beliefs, like I can't do this, and like I'm not skinny enough and all these things. But I was just like, okay, I'm just going to do it. And within 24 hours, I had all the training done, and I had already sold my first challenge pack, which I was just like, this is cool. And then I heard like all these people talking about like different levels in the business, and I was like, cool, like I don't know what that is, but I want that. So then I started just like, I thought to myself, like, if I could make like $100 a month, like that would be great. And then this month I like looked back and I made $444 this month. And the goal was to like pay my car payment. And this is like way over my car payment. So like I have this now to like put towards like debt because I just graduated and I'm going to do my master's, which is pretty great. So next slide. So I kind of like changed in 2 parts. So in the beginning I joined and I told Cassidy like, this is going to give me like ultimate accountability because like I want to lose weight for my wedding. So it was like, in the beginning it was like skinny was the ultimate goal in this process. So now it's totally shifted. So like I started doing the workouts, I started showing up every day, I started being accountable for my workouts, which was great. And I see, like, I noticed different things in my body. Like today I took a photo of myself in a sports bra and leggings, which I would never do before, and I have like baby abs, which I never wished for, I didn't know could happen to my body, but I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, and my clothes fit differently. Like I'm hitting the marks with my physical goals, but what has really changed is my mindset. So like I said, I'm an anxiety warrior. So I've always had like limiting beliefs about myself, like much like Kathleen. Like I didn't feel like worthy enough. I always felt like the fact that I was bigger than other people stopped me from doing certain things, and I'm sure like some people can relate to this. But ultimately, like this has given me the opportunity to like change the way I think about my body, even when it's at a certain size. So like right now I love my body, and like you guys should all love your body too. And like that Beachbody has given me the opportunity to think differently about the way I think about myself. And sorry, I'm getting off track. How much time do I have left? You're so good. Okay. So yeah, I have like mental not mental illness, but illness anxiety disorder. I'm like, since the global pandemic has been like crippling, because I like can't leave my house. I can't like drive my car because I'm like have this huge fear of obviously getting the virus. And every day I was like suffering from panic attacks and everything. And once I started working out every day and consistently like focusing on my nutrition, like I have not had a panic attack since I started working out every day and working on myself, which has been huge for me. Like I could not drive my car 30 minutes to go get coffee, and I just drove 16 hours across the country to move to my fiance's. It's like unbelievable and crazy all at once. And like this has given me the opportunity to like be a better version of myself. And like I didn't recognize myself before, and now I'm finally starting to find the old me again because of this.
Hey y'all! So I am Caitlin. I am a new mom. My baby girl is 8.5 months old. A little bit about myself is I also grew up at the racetrack like Emily, but I also grew up with a huge passion of volunteering and helping people. So I've always, or not always, for the past couple of years, I've watched Emily and the whole Fierce Factor team just kill it and do amazing with their own workouts and with everything that you do, like your personal development, your working out, the whole team, and I loved it. And Emily kept messaging me and being like, are you ready? Are you ready? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm ready. And then I just didn't sign up because I wasn't actually ready. But then after my daughter was born, Emily messaged me again and she's like, hey, I have a group. And I was like, I'm ready. Sign me up. And that was in December, so not very long ago, 9 months. And I joined and I was like, yeah, I'll be a coach. I'll do the work. But I didn't. I didn't do any of the coach work for 4 months. So I was classified as a discount coach. But I worked on myself. I did my workouts. I did all the things. I did the personal development, this and that. And I lost 57 pounds. And that is huge for myself physically, mentally, and emotionally. And it was at that point that I really started to share and do the coach work. And for the past 4 months, I've been doing the coach work, and I've made $510.52. Look at that, guys. And you can do it with a small child. My daughter is 8 months old and doesn't like to sleep, and it can be hard sometimes, but you have pockets of time. You have 20 minutes in the morning while you're doing some personal development. Great. Do your personal development then. You have a 20-minute nap in the morning. Do some coach work then. You have a 20-minute nap in the afternoon. Do some coach work then. Honestly, you can do your coach work in pockets of time. But the biggest thing that I was nervous about was sharing everything, because my mental health before Beachbody was very, very poor. I was on medications for anxiety. I did not do any personal development. I was in a very bad place mentally, and I was on medication for it all because I needed that help with my brain and the chemicals and all that jazz. But now that I do the personal development every day and I eat healthy and I work out, I am now med-free, doctors approved, and I feel the most amazing and most fantastic, and I've never felt more alive and healthier in my whole life. And I don't think I could ever have imagined that working out and joining this team and Beachbody would have ever done this for me, but it has, and it is so amazing because your team helps you, and your coach helps you, and the other coaches that are on your team help you, and your clients help you as much as you help them, and it's such a great feeling, and I am honestly truly blessed. Yeah, so it's easy to do with littles, with every type of life, and you can still do everything you want, except now you have a bit of extra money to help you do it or help you pay off your debts so that you can be debt free, just like Emily and what everybody else is trying to do. Anyway, that is all I have to say. So I believe Cassidy's up now.
Hi, friends. If you follow me, you know that I had a literal panic attack last night trying to come up with 5 fun facts about myself, but this is what I came up with. My nickname is Sassity. I'm like a nice sassy. I'm not like an asshole. I like to think so anyways. I'm 23. I work at Access Nova Scotia in a specialty department, so basically I deal with trucks and truckers all day, so that's something that could have been exciting about me, I guess. I love Big Hero 6, the movie, because I've watched it literally 40 times. I lived in Africa for 5 months and took care of children, and the one child got off school at 12, and every Friday we would watch Big Hero 6. So then now I just put it on as background noise because it's like my life. I, like Kathleen, I also had my ACL repaired and my meniscus, so that was a huge setback in my personal fitness journey. I became a coach about 3 years ago. No, 2.5 years ago. And I have pants on, sorry. I didn't do shit for like a year because I kind of started out strong in the beginning, really worked on myself, and then about a year ago, I'm like jumping all over the place, I'm so sorry. About a year ago, I was like devastated in my life. I had basically my heart broken. I had so much shit happen to me in a short period of time, and I literally just spiraled from there. So coaching has always kind of been in my life, and I knew that, I don't know, it's always something that I've come back to, but for a long time it wasn't like a priority for me, and that really showed. So now I thought basically that I had my life on track at one point, and now I realize that that's not going to happen. I don't know the track that my life's going to take. I don't know anything that's going to happen, and that is okay. So for the last probably three or 4 months, I really recommitted to myself, and I committed to a fitness program that I would not have done previously. The last time I finished a program was over a year ago, and it was like, meh. And then recently I finished our newest program and lost 13 pounds. So that wasn't the biggest goal for me. The goal was that I was going to finish a program. I was going to commit to what I wanted to do. And I wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for this community, because I know myself, and I'm not a person that's going to sit down and be like, yo, I'm going to do this and then do it. I need someone to actually say, hey, what you doing? And be like, hey, how you going to meet those goals? And that is what this community basically gives you. So in the last, like I said, about 3 months, when recommitting, my business also soared. So, whoa. In the whole year of 2019, me struggling with so much, developed an anxiety disorder, just completely didn't do shit. Like I said, I made $416 all year. So basically, I was posting on Instagram once in a while, thought I was like this super inspirational person, and people would message me sometimes and be like, yo, you're doing great. And I'd be like, okay, cool. And then 2 days would go by and I'd be like, I feel like shit again. And then that was just my life. And then so far in 2020, my income has already doubled from what I made all of last year, because I not only have committed to myself, but committed to helping other people. So I'm not just trying to be like a motivation on Instagram. Like, I'm actually trying to make connections with people and build this community that has helped me so much over the last year when I really needed it. I'm gonna go to the next. I guess this kind of like spirals from what I was saying, but I used to think that life was super random and like everything, everything happens for a reason, whatever. And the people you meet are just there because they're supposed to be there, whatever. But now, like, things don't happen by accident. Your life is happening for you. Everything that happens to you is happening for you. Even if it's bad, that shit has a purpose, and it's there to teach you a lesson. Because if I hadn't gone through the shit that I went through a year ago, I would not be where I am today. I would not have a team of strong, I'm getting emotional. I would not have a team of strong people and strong individuals in my life that I have today, because I know that they're meant to be there for a reason, and I need to show up for myself and for them always, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Thanks.
Yay! Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. That was wonderful, guys. You did great. Okay, so people who are listening in or watching, if you have any questions, we have about 7 minutes. If you don't have questions, we can just kind of chat. There's also a chat function if you don't want to show your face or talk to us. You can type to us. But there are some exciting things happening in the next month, 2 months, 3 months. Typically, we travel to our coaching conference every year. It's called Summit. We were supposed to be going to New Orleans in July, but because of the whole, pandemic, they've actually put the whole event online. And so even if you were to sign up as a coach this month, you'd be able to experience the tele version of one of the biggest events that we have all year. And I think that's kind of cool because when I first started coaching, basically if you hit your goals in the first 3 months of your business, you get a free ticket to your summit. Rebecca's on track to do that. But I think it's very cool that no matter where you are in the world or where you are in your journey, you're going to be able to check out this summit. And I think that's very, very cool. And who knows, maybe we can get together because now we're allowed to have people in a bubble and watch some of it together. I just thought about that. That'd be so cool. But that's just another opportunity for us as coaches to get together and have a great time. Summit is one of my favorite trips all year. But we're also launching new programs next month. We're going to be starting a new team-wide challenge group on the 15th. No, that's June. 13th, second week of July. We're doing a brand new launch of a program that I think is going to be badass. But that is a great opportunity for you to start your business because program launches are huge, especially if you're excited for the program yourself. I think it's always fun to, start up your business, ask your friends and family to do it with you, and just really spend that first month having an awesome time and kickstarting your own journey because like pretty much everyone here said, focusing on your own goals first and really developing yourself as a person is how you see long-term success with your own life and with your business. And so it's a great time to join Squad is all I'm going to say. We have a lot of exciting things happening, but that's pretty much all I have to say. If anyone else wants to add anything before we hop off, going once, going twice, I just want to thank you guys for coming because we absolutely love sharing our journey. If you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, we talk a lot, but it's nice to kind of get together as a group on a different medium and, really share more in detail, one-on-one behind the scenes of what we do and why we do it. So if you have any questions, reach out to the coach that invited you here. We will have a recording. So if you do decide that this is something you want to do and you might have some friends or family that want to do it with you, you can send them this recording and they can hang out just like you did and get the information. I see a chat. Okay, it just says thanks with hearts. Lovely. Okay, so I am going to end the meeting. Thank you again for coming. Have a wonderful Thursday. And hopefully we'll be seeing you all in our group chat very soon. We would love to have you. Night, guys.